Before we begin, thank you very much to hello everyone for joining the Patreon campaign. You cracked the code. Congratulations. You figured it out. But thank you very much, whoever you are. Thank you very much for a very clever Patreon shout out. I appreciate that. Maybe a little premature because my shout outs are caught up, and you know what? I'm pretty sure it's out of steam at this point. Going for 4 months now, where I've had to do a shout out literally every video. However, it can't last, and it looks like we're finally out of steam. So good job keeping it up for so long, but despite hello everyone's clever use, we're probably getting a normal intro pretty early, pretty soon, I would say. So, but thank you for keeping it going for as long as you did. That's all. That alone is very impressive and very generous of everyone. Thank you. So today, I get to do something cool, and it's very rare I get to do things like this, so I'm savoring it a little bit. So, this is a box from YOLO Park. We've talked about them on the news roundups quite often because they produce some pretty high-end stuff for Transformers, but for Rise of the Beasts, they are also producing their own brand of model kits, and they have looked pretty spectacular. They've looked really, really impressive, and I've been eager to get my hands on them. And now, thanks to some new friends over there, I am able to do so a little bit ahead of their normal launch window. So, thank you very much. For full disclosure, these were provided for review by YOLO Park, and I thank you for that. But you know me, I keep it honest, I keep it real. I'm gonna let you know what I think. So, we're going to do an unboxing today, and then later this week we're going to do a proper review and really give these a shake, because if I am correct, I'm getting all 3 of the kits, so we'll be reviewing the entire assortment. But yeah, let's take a look. YOLO Park, so it's all on the up and up, you know where it came from. Let me start slicing. We'll do a proper box opening. Proper box opening, which means I'm not using any of my like Klingon knives or anything to try to open this, because frankly, I don't have to clean up the store, and if my blood got on the Funko Pops, I'm pretty sure the boss would be angry. So let's we'll slice in and we will see what we get. Look at that. You love to see it. You love a solid case like that. It's very rare I get to open up a solid case of toys, and it is a beautiful thing when I do. All right, so which one is going to be? Okay, so if let's say okay, there's 2 Optimuses in here, so let's pull the Bumblebee. Which one do you think it is? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make your bets at home right now. Which one of these is actually the Bumblebee? I am going to pull the first one on the left. So if you guessed number 1, you are wrong. Box number 1 is Optimus Primal. Look at that. I love that it is done up like the standard like Generations boxes. You tend to think of like it's gonna be good if it's gonna be in the same style packaging as the main toys. You get that little hologram to let you know, yep, it's legitimate YOLO Park material. Really like, nice little touches like that. Take a look. Look at how cool this thing looks. Look how cool this thing looks. Now, keep in mind, I have not been able to find the main line, the core series Optimus Primal, anywhere around town. So this is actually my first like movie accurate Optimus Primal toy. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Ah man. All right. So get the articulation, the detail. Man, these things look so good. This thing looks so good. Now this is the box art, of course. Let's see here. If like the not for children under 3. Packaging does not contains important information. Please do not discard. Contents may vary from photos. So I've seen these out of box. I think they're missing a little bit of paint because model kit, which that's pretty standard. So we'll see. All right, 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Now you've got a 50-50 shot of guessing what the Bumblebee is. Which one is it? See, okay, so for those who guessed 3, you're wrong. It's number 2. Bumblebee looking bright-eyed, and you can't really be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when you're a robot, I guess. But he's looking pretty good. I mean, it very much looks like the 07 Bumblebee before his concept Camaro makeover. but nice and cleaned up. So he's looking pretty clean there. You get a shot of all the parts in the assembly. And not terribly intricate. This will be interesting once you see. If you've not seen inside one of these boxes, this is going to get interesting. Look how good he looks. Look how nice. Man, I mean, the photos have been so good on these so far. Like, everything that they've shown off as teasers have been so good about these kits. No idea how they look once they're out of box, but hey, well, some idea, but like none in hand. First experience after all. And there's the Optimus Prime. Again, I love the packaging on these. Absolutely fantastic looking. Right? To the back, he's got quite a bit of assembly himself. I like this. I like the translucent here, where it kind of shows you all the interior parts in order to show you like how the whole thing goes together. It's actually really cool. Look how detailed they got. Look at the sculpting level. Really, really cool. Look at it all. Look at it all. Pretty fantastic. Okay. So there we go. We have 3 of these YOLO Park model kits for Rise of the Beast. So the question now is, which one do we open up? Because I'm gonna open all 3, but I'm going to build one now, and then I'm gonna build the other 2 off camera, and we're gonna do proper reviews of those later on this week. But oh, I forgot to get my thing. Hang on, give me a second here. Okay, I've got a thing, and that thing is my handy dandy dice tower, and I have this little 6-sided die. Now, the big thing here, I didn't want to just cherry pick one of these to do the opening for. I wanted to be fair about it, so we're going to do it randomly with a random D6, and we'll say 1 through 2 is Optimus Prime, 3 and 4 is going to be Primal, 5 and 6 is going to be Bumblebee. So, that's going to be the kit that we will build on today's video. So, give it a toss. 2, it is Optimus Prime. Alright, so appropriate, the lead Autobot, so we'll save him for last. Let's crack open Bumblebee then. And we'll see. This, if you have not seen this kit, so these are the AMK series model kits from YOLO Park. If you have not seen these things, this is going to be interesting. So inside, we have a tray of mostly pre-assembled and pre-painted parts. Look at it. Look at how nice it looks. So when we say model kit, we're kind of like stretching the terminology. So it feels less like a model kit and more like a build-a-figure you get and have to assemble yourself. Now, obviously, there's a lot more components to it. There's a lot of additional hands, which is always great to see. But nothing terribly complex to this. Like, it looks like you could assemble this without instructions, and it does come with some. Hang on. Right out of the box. Yeah, so you do get assembly instructions for it, and like nothing terribly complicated. Nothing terribly complicated. Yeah, you're done in 7 steps. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could probably build this without help from the sheet. So that's I mean, it's an interesting direction for a model kit to be so like pre-assembled, but I guess you still get the fun of building something on your own without the like complex intricacies of it. And I kind of like that, because like while I do like model kits, there's many times where it's like I don't have the time to build the whole thing. And I mean this is kind of cutting to the chase, but that's not necessarily bad. Like I still get the satisfaction of going, I built it myself, without having to go like there's 40, 50 parts I had to assemble with tweezers that I'm never going to see again because they've got panels over them now. Things like that, you know? So this is actually a little bit more interesting. I know a lot of people where this is going to be more palatable for them. All right. Let's see what Primal looks like inside. Yep. His box over there, and that's about what I expected. Look at him. Now, these do scale with each other, I should mention. Bumblebee is 16 centimeters tall, and Primal is 20. I think Yes, so is Optimus Prime. If I remember the preview shots of these guys, Primal's the biggest of the batch. Not really surprising there. He looks a little bit more complicated. He's got a lot of little bits going here. There's an additional alternate face with the mouth exposed. I will admit, I expected these to be a little less painted than they are. I might just be doing a straight review without like additional paint or anything to these. At least for like the Bully and Primal look great just on their own. Man, it looks good. That looks really good, actually. All right, I guess yeah. Prime goes last because we're actually going to build him on camera. Because yeah, we got time. I'm doing this at a weird angle, so you apologize if I keep cutting out a frame because like I can't see what this camera's doing while I manipulate this camera. Look at that. Optimus Prime in all of his glory. That is really nice looking. Now, I will tell you, the shots I saw previously of this toy out of package, it gave you the idea of just how pre-assembled the figure was. However, it also was not painted. I can remember the wheels being bare. I can remember the silver not being on top of the robot. Have been under the impression, because of those photos this entire time, that I'd have to paint these things myself in order to bring out what they can really do. But this looks pretty fantastic right out of the box. This doesn't really look like I have to do anything at all. Okay, so that actually changes my plan for later this week. I've got to figure out how to make I had to figure out how to make more detailed content out of these guys when they don't need paint. Oh well. Say la whatever. Let me try and get these open. So let me get this this tray apart. It's held in with it's held in with those little things that keep you like the price tags on your shirts. Like those little plastic band things. That's annoying. Well. Can I just get away with ripping? I don't want the parts to go flying, is the thing. Hang on. You stay there. Okay, some parts flew, but nothing, nothing too detrimental. Alright, look at this. He's looking at him without the plastic cover. Look at how shiny it all is. Look at how nice he is. It's super cool. It's super cool. My voice cracked. It's so cool. Yeah, oh man. Alright. So it looks like Prime might be the more complicated one. So I picked, so thank you my D6 for not sparing me here. It's still just like the same simple assembly, so I'm gonna try and keep in frame here while we talk and go over this a little bit. All right, so main torso assembly. The head's supposed to be like the head's the first part they tell you to put on. I'm gonna save the head for last because I feel like that's like the conclusion moment, right? So that's the thing. All right, so then we have to figure out what panels for the shoulder parts go where. This should be pretty it should be pretty easy to go. Like this piece can only go here type assembly, which that would be the hope, right? Let's see. So yep, that only fits that way. This piece should be something. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Okay, yeah, right, like that. So it cover ups the back of the universal joint. All right. All right, so this is like a quick, yeah, it's a mushroom peg that fits in place there. Got one panel that goes onto the arm like so, and then I guess standard fists to start off with. Yeah, that's like your standard to assemble for a model kit. You start with the closed fists. All right. Look how quick that goes. Look how quick that goes. All right. Yeah, we're gonna cut straight into the midsection, which is actually like more assembled in the picture. There's some assembly it's already done that the instructions try to advise you on, but it's already done in box. So like the chest is already together, the pelvis and the midsection are already together. Yeah, and we can just keep this going. I'm only gonna do like one side of each just to show you just like how fast this can actually go. There's the foot. Like so, right there. Panels for the thighs. Looks like this can only fit right there. That looks correct. See, what is that piece? Which looks like kind of looks like a knee, but kind of does not. This looks more like the knee. Yeah, come on, get out of... I should probably put one piece down before trying to pick up the next piece. How about that? Would that be the smarter choice? Professional reviewer, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Knee like so, and this goes on the back of the thigh, wraps around like that. That goes pretty quick. That goes pretty quick. But just for the sake of expediency, I'm going to cut to the finished model just so you can see what it looks like when it's all done. We're pretty much just going to repeat what we did on the other side. All right, welcome back. It's the final moments. And by that, I mean, that took me like 3 minutes. It took me like 3 minutes to finish up the rest of this kit. And there goes the head. And look at that. That is a really pretty Optimus Prime. That is amazing. Lots of intricate details in this thing. Lots of sculpted work. Lots of paint. Lots of paint going into this. Like, the kits, like, I was already, like, really curious and, like, interested in getting the kits before because, like, for what they looked like, the price was actually really solid on them. And now just seeing, like, how much paint there is and how intricate the sculpt is in person, I'm, like, doubly impressed. Like, for a really solid-looking version of Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast, that's a really good rendering. Like, for how much these kits cost, that is a really good depiction. And the one thing I didn't realize until recently, these things are way bigger than I expected them to be. You can already see how big they are just with my hand. If you want the comparison shot, there's a Voyager Rhinox. Alright, so these things are about the price of a leader class Transformer. And of course they don't transform, but what you're getting is highly articulated. Like, torso joint is there. Like, he has an ab crunch. All the hips and joints are universal. Like, his shoulders are universal. You get all the additional parts to go with him. And this costs about the same as a leader class toy. So if you're not interested in the transformation element and you just want like a really nice looking version of Optimus from the movie, this is going to be really hard to turn down. Like, this is really, really good. Man, and I've still got 2 to go. Like, I've still got to build Primal and Bumblebee and see how they turned out too. But I will save that for another video later this week. For now, I'm going to leave it at that. And just leave it as a first impressions video. My first impression is I'm seriously impressed. Like, I don't say that, you know me, like, I've gotten things from sponsors that I've kind of trashed on because I want to be honest and I want to be forthright. For me, like, yeah, this is genuinely really impressive. Like, I'm really taken aback by just how good these things are. And I've still just not had like a proper chance to even like explore everything that they can do pose wise, and with accessories, with Primal and Bumblebee get more accessories than Prime does. So I'm gonna be playing tonight, and we'll be talking about these later in the week. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Thank you again to YOLO Park for the advanced look at these. And as I said, tune in later this week. We'll be looking at them more in depth. And now I'm kind of excited to get there.
We're gonna have to get your names for the books. You, Pale One.
William Current.
Roll me a deception check.
I thought their name was Pain.
Roll a disadvantage.
Okay. Alright. That was like the opposite of the help action there.
You, Goblin.
First name D's.
Watch your tongue.